What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Rogue Trader. I believe they have patched the problem we were having last time where we couldn't talk to everybody, so we're going to go around and talk to the people that we weren't able to talk to. Cassia being the major one because we had a quest for her. That's all I remember. I am just getting over not being able to speak very well, so if I can't speak very well still, my bad. Let's talk to Cassia.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I've heard rumors that you're not getting along well with the crew. Panic flashes in her ruby red eyes, and your heart starts beating a little faster while your hands go cold.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants?
Let's go to my study. No one will disturb us there.
Then lead the way, and I will answer all of your questions.
I really hope we get a lot of dialogue read to us today. Nope. What is it you wanted to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflicts with the crew. I cannot recall having a single quarrel with any of your people during my time aboard. You have been willfully changing entries. You must have had quite the falling out with Jay. She threatened to kill you. Jay didn't threaten to kill her. She was threatening to kill somebody else. The messenger you rebuked, butchered his own family, then killed himself. During the warp voyage, you gave the wrong order, so this shouldn't, of course, the service bay being destroyed. The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to chambers. You've been willfully changing entries in the ship's logbook and forbidding officers from reporting it to Ablard. I beg to differ. I read numerous books on Astra and Nataris and can swear on House Orsilio's honor that your officers are entering data in completely contravention of regulation. False terms, random distances between lines, spelling mistakes, and even the simplest of words. I have spent the last few cycles correcting the log entries, and I thought it would please Master Ablard as he is so fond of order. And yet, the Seneschal did not appreciate my efforts and for some reason called them an outrage, even though mere days before he had been swaddling me in warm yellow words. I noticed all your people do this when they are expressing sympathy. I merely wanted to repay the Seneschal with the same courtesy. Perhaps you find my friendliness off-putting. The messenger you rebuked butchered his family, then killed himself. I rebuked a single errand boy on the ship. She ponders for a moment. I think I remember. A kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of the disgusting color and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come the next day, or ever again. Oh. During the warp voyage, he gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting off course and the service bay being destroyed. I saw something in the warp, something vast, predatory, shimmering with indescribable colors. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes right there in our path. I decided to change the course while it was still possible, but did not want to sow panic. Would it have been better to tell the crew we were heading straight into a monster's gaping maw? The officers were reluctant to be quartered next to your chambers because of the constant emotional outbursts it causes them. Some even maim themselves and others. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. What else do you want from me? Will I be assigned a pariah chaperone, or will you be putting me in suppressing shackles? Would you mind telling me why you needed 100 species of birds and what you use them for? Admittedly, I am at a loss myself. The day we arrived on Footfall, I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked him to get me a songbird, but he never asked for clarification. And shortly before we left, I had a countless number of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in bright red panic with flickering tints of fear. There was a bird in every one. I was so excited I thought I would have 100 friends instead of one. They were squeaking so piteously I let the poor things out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner, but the stupid birds would not stop chittering even after bedtime. They were dashing about the room, smacking me in the face with their wings and defecating. I became angry, and suddenly they started pecking at each other's eyes and attacking me. Then I became afraid and they fell over dead. I do not think I want to keep pets anymore. We're not going to do this because Jay was not threatening her. She's threatening somebody else. I think I've heard enough. Will you share your thoughts with me? Not a monster, no. Kind soul, difficulty reaching out to people. I can teach you the art of communication. Yeah, you're a kind soul but have difficulty reaching out to people. I could teach you the art of communication if you like. That would be wonderful. My education on Year 5 was cut short, but I realized by then that the wisdom of the books is a poor substitute for the wisdom of experience. Very well, since we are done with this misunderstanding, I'd like to change the subject. It would only be fair for me to ask you a few questions now, wouldn't it? She hesitates and continues in a less confident tone. Do not mistake me. I'm not going to accuse you of anything. It's just that you are the most worthy interlocutor on the ship, and you're always so busy. What would you like to ask? I read a treatise by Pathfinder de Mobius very recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the lowborn rabble become deluded about their prospects and rebel in favor of the base desires. What do you make of that? Precious classic text not entirely correct if the subject is the corner customs ruling. On the contrary, the subject can be bought at a pittance at lower tax. Yeah, let's do this one. Your interpretation of the classical text is not entirely correct. If the subjects had grown accustomed to the ruling house, all the sovereign must do is refrain from breaching long-standing traditions. Adjust unwanted laws as gradually as you would shift the bed of a flooded river, and no one will ever take your power from you. She thinks for a moment and smiles. Indeed, I was not wrong about your merits or your ability to hold a conversation. I hope my second question does not confound you either. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher Oishtak Istefan, the Forgotten, mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flock only to one pan of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear of your followers or be magnanimous and choose awe? What is this? Oh, exercise restraint and lenience in my actions, excessive suspicion and mistrust. Must be a tyrant, a friend, and a jester to one's subjects. When matters clearly is discern which rule is required at a given moment. I kind of agree, but we're not gonna have a good chance with any of these, are we? No, we don't have a good chance with these. YOLO! No, you're saying strange things. I don't understand you. How can you even just stuff and nonsense? Dang it. We may not think alike, and I do not always understand your motives, and yet may I be candid with you. Please do continue. I must confess, sometimes I cannot bear the burden of the house that's placed upon me. I feel I'm not doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to the protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives days after day, and not stoop under all the weight. It's not always easy, but I try to lead the dynasty towards prosperity by worthy means. Thank you for your patience, Gregor. You're helping me see the world in different colors, a novel experience for me. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I am heading back to my chambers to consider today's conversation. Woohoo! Great success! Did we finished it? Yeah, nice. We finished it. That's not the right button. Okay, great. So we need to give the data to him. We're still waiting for this to be resolved. Can't do that yet. We need to fix the provisions. We need to go to the 3 planets, Kiava Gamma, and we need to talk to the Master of Seals and Dargonus. Okay, great. I know we still have a lot of optional stuff to explore too, so I'm going to be looking about that stuff as well. But also, now we're going to try to talk to people we weren't able to talk to and see if they have any
To what
deals.
do I owe this visit?
What kind of gift do you think I can give Jay?
Mistress Adari is a dangerous person, and dangerous people like dangerous things. Jai is probably partial to good weapons. She even has a small but enviable collection. Such a gift would not only be practical given her perilous trade, but it would also show that you have taken an interest in her as a person and her tastes. Such demonstrations are very important when dealing with people with whom you would like to curry favor.
Thanks, Heinrichs. I'm glad we can actually talk to other people now. I was getting really irritated we couldn't.
Lord Captain.
What gift do you think would you give to a girl you liked?
I used to give Genusian lilies to the girl I liked, but the species long since extinct. Now it lives only in my memory.
Oh.
Ask someone else, your lordship. I am too old to remember how to charm young ladies. Lord Captain. Until next time. The only people we couldn't talk to are the ones that we take on missions, so we'll do that.
Greetings.
What kind of gift do you think I could give Jay?
If you want to do her good, give her a dose of conscience and a fear of the Emperor. That is what she truly needs. But if you want to please her, give her some meaningless jewelry, expensive and shiny. Such baubles wield magical power over hearts like hers.
Thank you. Yes, yeah. Screw it, I'm gonna ask her.
Cannot describe how... I know very little about how ordinary couples come together. The books I have read always skirted around that side of life, keeping silent on the matter. A heartfelt poem, perhaps? I'm not sure Jai enjoys poetry, though.
Hi, girl. I'm not sure Jai enjoys poetry, though. Me neither. What do you think, Idira? Something crazy?
Well, it would have to be something that screams, "Look how much the rogue trader loves me," in the faces of everyone she meets. Like a fabulous gown beyond anything that even the noble women of Dargonus can acquire. A princess of smugglers would love the opportunity to rub the nobility's noses in her newfound privileges. Of course,
I find it funny that Heinrich seems like the only one who's answered me decently. Wait, what are you doing up there, Pascal? What is this? Let's save before we touch this button. Fuel system analysis progress, status diagnosing, result no failures detected. System operational. Uh-oh, I broke it. What happened? That's it? Interesting. Are there gonna be like secret buttons I can press around the ship or something now? Maybe we should talk to Abel as well.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Strange messages have been appearing in the ship's logs. What do you know about this error?
This statement is true. Algorithmic violations have been recorded, as a result of which I twice performed an offering to the cogitators of corrective data vows and ruled out the possibility of sabotage. I hypothesize that the violation is a consequence of the discontent of the ship's machine spirits. I recommend a procedure of placation of the honored spirits for the glory of the Omnissiah and the steel angels sent by him.
I doubt you have any experience in this, but what gift do you think I could give Jay?
Given the high status of the unit von Valancius and his services rendered to the Adeptus Mechanicus, perhaps a request for special leniency for the unit Jai Hidari. The sentence of oblivion without sabotorization that is stipulated for her crimes may instead be commuted to immediate redemptive servitude in perpetuus. Then, hypothetically, in time she would be able to compensate for a small portion of the sacrileges she has committed against the Omnissiah. It would be a most generous gift. However, this act of mercy is not advisable, for it is undeserved.
Thanks, Pascal. Solid answer. Give her a slight pardon, but still punish her for her crimes. Understood. Trying to see if he had anything to say after T-poser. Sorry, T-posing. Another button I can press, maybe? Doesn't look like it. T-poser! T-poser! Oh god, so many T-posers. Alright, I think we've talked to everybody. I mean, I can check this out again. Remind me who you are? Yes, I know. Goodbye. Alright. Let's go check out where we're going next. I don't really remember everything we've done because it's been a long time since I've recorded. Because I pre-recorded a lot, so. Have we been to Omicron? Why don't any of these say explored anymore? Right, that one specifically says not explored. I remember that. Let's go ahead and so I can go here or here or here. Let's do this. Oh, I just wanted to warp travel. That's okay. Look out, dire news. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintain the void shield arrays. Rumor has it that the late Lady Theodora has been seen on the lower decks, and so one of the families called for rebellion against the usurper of the void ship that is you. So far, no one believes their mad tales of the unrest has begun at the fringes of their compartments. The ships and forces are ready to eliminate the instigating clan or pacify the entire void shield crew. The decision is yours. Find the source of the rumors and punch those responsible. Destroy the rebellious clan. Pacify the entire crew. I have no desire to meddle in affairs of ancient void. Find the source of the rumors and punish those responsible. I don't want any unnecessary deaths. Lord Captain Seneschal or Sarian would say there are no innocents in such cases. The clans are endangering the entire void ship, tussling over a strange and obviously false rumor. If you so desire, I'll convey your wishes to the enforcers later, but right now the unrest must be stopped and the people will return to their duties or replaced. Destroy the rebellious crews. Pass. My wishes, Voxmaster, are for the enforcers to sort out the situation before we forfeit the crew wholesale, investigate the rumors, and find the real culprits and no violence. I'll see to it. Thank you. Now, don't question me ever again. Lord Captain, we have an emergency. We received word that there's been a sighting on the lower decks. Sighting of Lady Theodora again. Oh god. The messages we received are incomplete and vague, little more than yelling and hysterical claims. They are reports of casualties and unrest. The compartment in question has already been sealed off, but I thought you might want to look into it for yourself. The situation is delicate, and what's especially disturbing are mentions of Idira class being present at the scene. What was Idira doing there? Idira broke her microbeads. I wasn't able to find out anything from her, but Lord Captain Idira is a psyker, and we are in the warp. You are the only one who would risk setting foot in that compartment. And if you do not, we will never see Idira again. I beg you, Lord Captain, do not ignore this matter. I'll deal with it personally. Send me the exact location. Right away. Oh dear. Looks like we gotta take Abelard with us. We're gonna be fighting Idira? What? Hope not. Oh no, we gotta level up Abelard. How long's it been since you've been leveled up? One rank available. Is it this one? Oh, that's all? Okay, great. I don't actually have to do anything. Fantastic. All right.
The machine gun grants me
The instrument terminal, an important part of the compartment's internal infrastructure, appears to be in working order. Good. The cogitators regularly display reports on the screens, endless chains of symbols, many of which only high-ranking tech priests can likely understand. And who now deigns to grace us with their presence? Another gaggle of heretics and traitors thirsting to get their due for what they've done. Or it's the leader himself who's finally grown tired of hiding behind others. Theodora von Valancius is before you, and she looks grotesque. A hole yawns wide in her chest, rusted hooks protrude from beneath her skin, and a lump and inflamed scar cuts across her throat. The figure flickers as though it's dropping in and out of reality. She looks at you with the whitish eyes of a corpse and smiles venomously. Rogue traitor, we meet at last. I'd grown tired of waiting for you to pay me a visit. Theodora's look is appraising, and her mocking tone turns to one of distaste. Indeed, centuries of selfless toil and effort, and everything I left behind has gone to this nonity. Begone, illusion. Argenta, my dear, there's no need to make such a fuss. Why don't we sit down over a cup of recaf like we used to? I'll listen to your rapturous tales of sacred relics, importance in your special path. You must have been so lonely without me here. No one else is willing to listen to your ravings or help your childish treasure hunt. Theodora laughs melodiously, almost without mockery. At the sight of terrifying Theodora, Abelard's face turns sickly pale, throwing spares from the cursed apparitions of the archenemy. Is that what you're truly praying for? I can hear how fast your heart is pounding with Syrian. I think deep down you hope this apparition never ends. We've already met. Of course, boy. For it is I who gave the order to bring you here to my ship. Oh, how I rue that decision now, and how I regret heeding the advice of my seneschal. Abelard whispers hurriedly to you. How could this be? Is it the same vision as on the officer's deck? Entirely different. Why does it not remember that meeting, and why does it remember what the real Lady Theodora did? Alas, my glorious voyage through life was ended in the dullest possible way, by death. A nuisance I staved off as long as I could, but do not weep for me, my boy. I am still keeping an eye on my property and punishing all those who failed me. Theodora bears her rotten teeth in a snarl, and her laughter's piercing. You are not Theodora. Theodora is dead. There's no coming back from that. I'm dead. How is that? I'm no different from those who have not yet crossed the divide between reality and eternity. I see, I speak, I remember the wrongs you all committed against me, and for all those who failed me, I've already begun exacting my retribution. I truly am Theodora, the remnants of herself and she left behind in this world. I'm an echo of her memories preserved in the minds of those who cared for her. I am the taste of tears split for the unsaid and the undone. I am the terror of she who failed to turn the tide of fate and who refuses to look truth in the face. I am as real as the human passions that bring worlds to ruin. If you are Theodora, then tell me who really killed you. Oh, wouldn't you like to know the answer to that question? I don't even know which would be more satisfying, to give you an honest answer or leave you to languish in your ignorance. We'll see how you conduct yourself, little boy. Where's Idira? What have you done with her? Me? What have I done with Idira? She laughs mockingly. All I did was turn that little mutt from the fringes into a true servant of the Imperium. I gave her toys, I cleaned up her after her antics, I provided her with everything she could ever dream of. Oh, I had great plans for poor little Idira. What do you want with me? Why are you waiting for me? She rolls her eyes. Matters are so dire that the pleas of one of my servants breached death's veil to reach my ears. How could I ignore such a desperate cry for help? And from my little Idira, no less. And once I appeared here, of course I had to meet the pretender who allowed this deplorable state of affairs. I'm sorry we cannot help you, but you do not belong here. Theodora tosses her head back and laughs. The scar on her throat opens with a wet, sucking noise, curving into a horribly facsimile of a smile. You feel sorry for me, wretched, spineless creature. No, the only one worth the pity here is you, boy. But do not expect any. I'm not here to console you, oh no. I'm here to seek retribution against all those who failed me, my brainless crew, my useless officers, my pathetic servants, who turned their backs on their mistress in her darkest hour. And worst of all, you, my dear heir, who have undeservedly claimed the warrant and everything else that is mine. I will drag it all to the warp with me, including you. Will you, though?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I've read about this.
The lines on the screen look fuzzy as though the cogitator's readout system or status storage has been damaged. The people's remains have been hideously mutilated. The flesh seems to have melted at the edges and thickly coated in stinking mucus. Ew. The wall lining is dented as though someone tried to break their way out. Labored, stuttering growls and periodic rattling comes from beneath the case.
To be made.
Not good, not good. Some workers? Oh, we're about to fight the workers, aren't we? A huge shell ready to be loaded into the macro cannon. Reach. Theodora, hi there. A spilt liquid, cloudy and carrying a strong chemical smell. It is the coolant used to stabilize the major cogitators.
I always keep my options open.
Where is she? I clearly remember her being around here somewhere. Uh-oh. Looking for Idira.
Keep your
Idira,
wits
what are you
about
doing? Ah, there you are, my little coward. Why don't you look at your captain, Idira? It's wrong. It's all wrong. Look at her, boy. My little Idira is utterly trapped in her visions. Uh-oh. I don't want to kill her. No matter. I will allay your doubts. Lord Captain, Idira turns her head to you, but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close, you can see that the base of Idira's temple implants has blackened and metal. No, wait, Lord Captain, Lady von Valancius. Idira raises her eyes to Theodora, who stands before her. Tears stream down Idira's cheeks. You came back. Theodora clucks her tongue in sympathy, reaching out to tenderly stroke Idira's hair. Poor little Idira. There. How could I not come? You were crying for me so desperately, your pleas carried to the very depths of the warp itself. The smile suddenly drops from her mutilated face. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant wretch, or I'll drag the answer out of you myself. Theodora's fingers dig into Idira's scalp, meeting no resistance. Idira lets out a soul-chilling howl and tries to grab the hand tearing into her, but her fingers pass through the monster's flesh. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have done anything to you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I failed. Idira breaks into a strangled scream, and you feel the air around you grow rapidly colder. She took 10 damage. Argento wordlessly swings her weapon up and aims at Idira, who is struggling in the monster's hold. The sister battle looks at her without an ounce of doubt or mercy. Stop. Argento wrinkles her nose at you, but your shot of command and lowers the weapon by a few centimeters, but she did not put it away. Idira, I'm your captain, not her. Now listen to me and snap out of it. But Lord Captain. Damn it. Theodora shoves the psyker away with a low snarl. The rogue trader's body begins to change, losing its shape. Chaos will devour you. It will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die for the delegation of my lord. So what are you? A pink horror? Is that what that is? And some blue horrors? Which were the workers? A warp beast. Alright. How dare you? Pascal. Oh, looks like the workers are doing stuff too. If I can take them out maybe before. You need to get into some cover. You honestly probably need to get into some cover too. Heinrichs. You're a melee person-ish. Do melee things. Actually, you know what, Heinrichs? You go help Pascal out. Alright. Let's try it out. Wust, you go. See if I can remember how to play this game, right? That's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. Oh my. That's a lot of health too. Let's hope we're working on these guys. 11 damage. That's kind of pathetic, honestly. Honestly, I should mark this guy too. Where are your crits? Why no crits? Pascal. Honestly, I thought these guys would have less health, is why I sent Pascal down here. Turns out they do not. So I almost want to move Pascal back up to cover up here, I guess. And just help with these guys, I think. Nice shot. And let's affect these guys, shall we? They're the bigger threats. Oh, we didn't put up our things, that's right. Here you go. Here I go. Here you go. And then let's just stack this guy up. Beautiful. All right, now your turn. Great. Go ahead, Argenta. Do your thing. There you go. Little baby crit. That works. Go ahead and activate this. Now it's your turn. Let's see. What if I moved here and casted Point of Curiosity? That's decent. What if I moved here and casted Point of Curiosity? Better. Oh, also, are you the one that... Yes. It failed, unfortunately. That's okay. What the hell? You're bad at dodging, Heinrichs. You missed? That's like thoroughly unacceptable. At least that shot can't miss, I guess. Wicked Bond. I don't know what Wicked Bond does, it doesn't tell me. Oh, these are called mutants. They're not workers, they're mutants. Good to know. She is doing a lot of casting. Mutant bomber? Oh dear. Other mutant bomber? Another mutant bomber, okay. Well. Heinrichs, you have to dodge. I don't know if you understand this, but you have to dodge. Yes, he can be your sworn enemy, Abelard. That's okay. Let's get these people to come after you, buddy. And give it a shot. Nice hit. Gregor. Oh, Gregor say no. Okay, well then. Looks like Heinrich's bled out. Well, that's interesting. Should we joint analysis? Let's expose weakness on... Fine, we'll expose weakness on you then. Oh, that wasn't exposed weakness. Oops, that's okay. Will that get you out of the blinding? Not really. Well, let's just take out some people then. If I did this, I would only be able to get 2 of them to come in. Still want to try to hit that guy with that. Aggravating, but that's okay. Unfortunate. Gregor, you need to not be laying on the ground, my friend. I need you to do things. Argenta. Sure, why not? Nice miss, solid effort. I hit that guy too. I was like, what? What happened? Good luck, Abelard. Your job is to tank, so do it. Pascal's gonna get messed up here. That's a lot of fails. Leave Argenta alone. Sure, we're enduring here. Taunting, scream him up. Good job, Abelard. Yeah, why not? You tried, my friend. That's what matters the most. Gregor. This guy right here, sworn enemy, bad person, promise. Do 4 damage. Ha ha ha! What do you got on you that's making that so hard to hit? Let's make sure we endure. And we'll go for another attack. Why not? 5 damage that time. Oh, you're in trouble now. Alright, Pascal's about to die. Kinda is what it is at this point. It's just gonna happen. See. I'll remember you, Pascal. It's okay. I guess I can give him another turn here. Good job in not dying, Pascal. Dang, nabbit. Please work. I hate that it doesn't work. It doesn't even say they pass like a test. This is not the fight I was expecting to take, like on the ship here. Good shot. Would have been cool if you'd crit with that, but that's okay. Alright, Idira, do something cool. At least these guys aren't throwing like grenades that hurt. You know, I mean that's a good thing. Ugh. It's aggravating. Go ahead and tank up. think he's already your sworn enemy, but just in case. Yeah, I didn't have it on him actually. Nice hit. Rock creek it up, creek it up, rock creek. No, don't do that. It might not hit him. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't think I can run to where I could give you an extra turn, so... Sure, why not? Ugh, fails over and over again. These points must not be very curious if they never work. Little baby attack. Little baby other attack even. Haha. I'm just gonna pull her back to her. I keep forgetting that it does that. Nice job. Oh, you can't see that one? You seem to shoot him. Dash forward.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Now can you claim him? Nope, that's okay. Idira's turn, she heals up a little bit. I mean, as long as you guys are just throwing these bombs that don't do any damage, I'm kind of fine with it. I mean, I guess we'll send you going this way. Nice hit, 34% chance, easy game. Pascal. Oh wow, that reload took like everything. I think I misclicked. No, I didn't. Okay.
I'll do it. The Emperor is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
A little silly that I can't mark him. Oh, nice. Go again, Argenta. 53 damage. 46 damage. Go ahead and reload, Argenta. 21 damage. Not a crit that time, unfortunately. Wait, what? Oh, did I accidentally click 2? Ah, whatever. Huh? There we go. I was like, what the heck? What baby hits you have? Unconcerned. You missed. Oh, you can shoot again. That's good. Wait, why can you shoot so many times right now? Got him. Doesn't he split though into blue? He does split into blues. That's what I thought. Which is not good for Idira. It actually does throw damaging grenades. Gotcha. Ooh. Awkward. Good try, Abelard. Good try. Gregor's been knocked down. You want to go ahead and revel in the slaughter, Argenta? Just have a better chance of hitting that one. Cassia.
Battlefields are always drowned
How can you not see him? Okay, there we go. I was like, what?
Me.
Should they be taking damage by moving as well? Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay, good. Yeah, being on the ground ain't very good for you, Gregor.
I'll do it.
Kind of a long fight. We're just on the ship. Baby grenade. Baby grenade. Nice hit, Idira. Oh, Idira's down. Abelard, don't let these losers beat you. Oh, Pascal's down too. I didn't even notice. Not the one you actually wanted to hit, but that's okay. Just wall of rock created up, back up to 30 wounds. Insane. We know who's going to be finishing everybody off. It's Argenta. What she does. Now, in 40K tabletop, I believe blue horrors split into even smaller ones, I thought. I guess not.
Isn't this a job for
Oh, he was point of curiosity, but he didn't move. Oh no, he's dead anyway. Good job. $38 damage there, crazy. Oh, just skip your turn, bud. You're too far away. And then this man stands no chance with the amount of freaking temporary wounds I can put up.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Nice 50, girl. And dead. Idira stares at you with crazed eyes while clutching the wounds at her head. At first, no sound comes out of her moving lips. Then she coughs weakly and whispers, "Lord Captain, is it really you?" Argenta trains a weapon on Idira and watches you closely. Are you alright? Idira removes her hand from her head and tries to wipe away her tears, leaving bloody marks on her face, then touches her burnt out implant, frowning. I don't know, it should be quiet, but in my head the whispering's louder. It shouldn't be like that. The abomination claims that you called her. Is it true? Me? Did I? Yes, Lord Captain, I think it was me who called her. I can barely remember. The voice is my old good whispers, they suddenly turned red sharp. They started cutting, tearing, ripping me to pieces. I cried out, I called for help, and she came. Idira groans and clutches her head. Damn it, why are the voices making so much noise now? Shut up, shut up. Has anything like this ever happened? Like this? Never. Well, there was something, but it was different. It wasn't as strong or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared, mechanisms malfunctioned, the crew lost their minds. Idira breaks off. But then Lady Von Valancius knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay, an acceptable expense. No psyker is immune to it. But what happened here, it was just a mistake. I won't do it again. Idira stretches her lips into a helpless smile, looking past you. There will be no more mistakes, Lord Captain. Argenta grits her teeth. This is not the first time this heretic has caused the death of her crew. Do you remember the incident on the mid-deck, Idira? What did those honest souls ever do to deserve such a fate? To be turned into mutants and attack their own families. You are a monster, a heretic, and if you have any humanity left in you, admit what you are. Shut up, Idira moans. Quit your preaching. You're the worst out of everyone here. Sometimes a psyker's first manifestation leads to their death and the deaths of many others, but if a psyker possesses inordinate willpower and discipline, they can stave off their fall for some time. Idira has been alive for many years already, a laudable achievement and a stroke of incredible good fortune, but the forces of the warp will ultimately devour any psyker deprived of the Emperor's protection. The fact that these manifestations are growing more powerful is a clear sign that the end is near. The previous rogue trader has been seen on the ship recently. Was that your doing? Yes, Gregor. I did it a couple of times when I'd had too much to drink. At the time, I thought I heard her voice among all the whispers in my head. The voice was so sad, so clear, I couldn't help myself. I answered. I hoped I could reach her there. Ever since she died, ever since I first heard her voice in my head, the whispers have gotten louder, clearer, harder to resist. The warp tricked you. It played upon your feelings. I can understand why, but there's no excuse for what you did. Forgive me, Gregor. I know I let you down. I let everyone down, but it all started off well, didn't it? You didn't shoot me or chase me off. All I had to do was keep control of myself, and the two of us would have gotten along fine. I threw away my chance. She falls silent for a moment when she next begins to speak as a barely audible whisper. I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump when Lady Theodora came out toward us, I keep thinking about that meeting. I keep blaming myself. Why didn't I define it? Why didn't I stop her, kill her? These thoughts have been playing in the back of my mind day after day, choking me with guilt. And do you know what? The one on the officer's deck, I don't know what that was, but this time here, this was a product of my guilt, an accuser straight out of my own mind. So what am I supposed to do now? Gregor, after everything I've done, you have no faith in my willpower and my strength, but I can fix everything. It's just I'm not at my best, you see. Maybe we can find a way to replace my implants or some other remedy, a better one. Lady Von Valancia said that such a thing could be found, if not here, then elsewhere. I just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. We need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it. And until then, I'll keep myself on a tight leash. What will happen to my crew while we look for this remedy? Pulled myself together, Lord Captain. The death of Lady Von Valancius knocked me for 6. I'll get myself under control. No more booze, no more obscura, nothing. And I'll stop walking around the lower decks. I'll be a stone cold sober. I want to help you, Idira. We'll think of something. Thank you, Gregor. I won't let you down. You're making a mistake, Lord Captain. Perhaps we will find something to slow the decline, but it will not stop it. Only a miracle can save Idira's last now. I think I'd better, with your permission, Lord Captain. She sways, takes a step back, and faints. Lord Captain, I received a report that the shooting on the lower deck has stopped. I presume you have brought the situation under control, awaiting further instructions. I got rid of the warp's illusions. Idira is alive, but bring her to the chirurgeons and have them see to her. You hear an unconcealed relief in the Voxmaster's voice. Of course, Lord Captain, as you command. That's right, as I command. Don't you forget it. Now let's loot. And be off. Man, the worst thing about mutants is they never have any loot. The worst thing about the chaos people, not the mutants. The mutants have loot. The worst thing about the chaos people is they never have any loot. All right, let's get up out of here. I assume we just go back this way. Yep. We definitely got to go back to the bridge. We're beat up. Unless anything happens here, that'll be the end of the episode. So let's see. Long load for nothing to be happening. All right, that's gonna be for this one, guys. See y'all in the next one. Peace.